What are your memories of working with the Honky Tonk Man?
Oh, Wayne Ferris. Wayne was I hadn't seen Wayne in a while, but at that time, coming into the WWF, like a lot of people, they were. He was a yes sir, no sir type of guy. Yes sir, yes sir, yes. No, 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 no sir. Okay, yes sir. Just a. He was an okay guy, right? Yeah. Um, it kind of. I'm sure you may ask this question later. I may answer it now. It kind of hurt my feelings at the time when I had dropped the belt to him
I was going to ask you.
on TV. Yeah, it's and it sort of shocked all the other guys that were working for the company. You know, I thought that I was going to have the intercontinental belt for at least a year. At least that's what I was told. But I understand Vince's position. It's a business decision that he made, and that is, I wanted to have a couple of weeks off in and around the time that my Richie, my son, was going to be born. So, being the Intercontinental Champion, Vince said that he could not leave that belt dormant for a couple of weeks. Well, my response back, I think it was my first response back to Vince in a defensive manner. I'm defending myself. I said, 2 weeks is too much to ask this belt to be, held dormant. I mean, sometimes we don't make it back to some of these major cities for over a month. Chicago, then maybe you do Chicago in a month,
right.
4 weeks or Philly, something like that. So I just said, well, I don't have a problem with dropping it to Wayne Ferris or the Honky Tonk Man. I don't have a problem. I said, I know I can take care of myself in the course of the match. I never had a problem on putting my shoulders down for anybody. If I knew that my main goal was to make sure that the match got taken care of. And if we had a great match, to me, it didn't matter who really won or lost.
Right.
It didn't matter. So, yeah, it was. I had some reservation because I did not know that much about Wayne Ferris. Didn't watched him work a little bit when he came in with the company. Thought some of the things that he was doing out there was kind of hokey. He'd get out there and swivel his hips and play the guitar, even though the man could never play a note. But he was an okay guy, and he was trying to work his ass off, and it just kind of surprised me. I think the main reason why it surprised me is here's a guy that's just come into the company for a couple of months, and there are several guys that are standing in line that have been working their ass off for Vince every single night, that heels that I thought that deserved the opportunity to have the Intercontinental belt rather than the Honky Tonk Man. And there was a couple of long faces in the locker room when everybody found out that Wayne was getting the belt. And also, I think there was a little bit of you could feel the thickness in the air with the attitude towards Wayne.
Right.
Here's this guy coming in with the glitter and this Elvis Presley haircut and guys that have just been working their butt off that I've been working with as his heels. Yeah, you could see it.
Did your relationship change with Vince at the time? A little bit?
I think it did a little bit at that time. I think more than anything, Rob, I think my feelings were hurt. We were just coming off of WrestleMania 3. It wasn't a day that didn't go by that Savage and I, after that show, was either getting a note or a pat on the back, or every city that we'd go into that maybe one of the old timers that are now residing in that city, be Philly or Chicago or someplace, that would come in the locker room and say something to me and Savage about that match. We just got just so much notoriety from it. And it sort of made me feel like, well, I'm on top of the world with this company because just because of good hard work ethics, it has put us there, both Savage and I.
Right.
We are a fixed figure in this company. And it didn't, 2 months later, dropped the belt to the Honky Tonk. So I think more than anything, it hurt my feelings. And it hurt my feelings in a way that if you had a friend that hurt your feelings,
right,
and how your outlook and attitude sort of changes towards your friend.
A lot of people say Vince is like that. he will make it seem like you're his best friend, like Hogan or somebody.
Yeah.
He'll keep you to a side, and then when he's done with you, he'll move on.
Yeah, and it's sometimes the moving on is kind of abrupt,
Right.
And I know I've seen guys go in that lot, and every TV has his own designated office area, and some guys be kind of really pissed off at Vince about what's happening or what the guy heard that's going to happen to him on TV or something like that. He's, man, I got to go talk to Vince. He'd be kind of. That guy'd be kind of stern about it. I got to talk to Vince. I don't like this shit, what they're going to be doing with me. I got to talk to Vince. Well, you see the guy walk over, goes into Vince's office there at the building, you can see he's pissed, But then after the discussion, the meeting, you'd see him come walking out with Vince's arm around his shoulders, and the guy, yeah, okay, Vince, yeah, no problem, yeah, okay. The guy ended up doing what he was pissed off about,
right,
and he's smiling doing it, Oh yeah, Vince is he has a way, he has a demeanor, he has a way about yeah, you could hate him one day and love him the next.
Huh. What do you remember working with Jake Roberts?
Oh God, what a lot of fun. It's just too bad that the things that have happened in the course of his life have happened. I guess he's just, I don't know, maybe he just didn't have any self-esteem about himself, or maybe he just, he left his guard down too many times. But Roberts was a great worker. Great worker. Good timing. Convincing worker. Sort of tall and skinny, but throw a great punch. Do a great knee. I don't think he did hardly anything off the top rope, but didn't have to.
So psychology.
Yeah. Great timing, And a lot of fun.
How did you wind up coming back to WCW, and why did you leave Vince?
Okay, I dropped the belt to the Honky Tonk, and I didn't have a problem with it. And I think it was right after that TV I had told Vince that it might have been right before or right after that TV. It was right, very close to that TV time, which I dropped the belt to Wayne. I said, Vince, I remember I was asking you, I wanted the 2 weeks off because we're getting very close to my son. Bonnie is going to, be giving birth. We're very, very close. So I said 2 weeks, but I said, I'm going to take 6 months. So I took 6 months off. I didn't come back till around late December, January. And that was getting ready for Wrestlemania 4, which was the tournament for the belt.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.